In the summer of 2022, I went on a Major League Baseball stadium tour. My first stop was Pittsburgh, PNC Park for the Pirates. Stop number 2 was AmFam Field, home of the Milwaukee Brewers, previously known as Miller Park, and also Milwaukee County Stadium has its original home plate right outside, which is what you saw to open this video. But this was a really nice day. The Brewers took on the Cincinnati Reds at home. Here is a Henry Aaron statue standing right outside of the stadium. But yeah, Brewers and Reds, it was a fun ball game. A lot of action happened early on for Milwaukee. The home team scored 5 runs in the first 2 innings, 2 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second, and that would be all of the run production for them that game. They ended up winning 5-1. They beat the Reds, got their 58th win of the 2022 season. And it was a very nice ballpark. You could see the roof was open. It was a beautiful day outside. Certainly ideal weather conditions for a baseball game. Now, what was really fun was that I did just see the Milwaukee Brewers as the away team at PNC Park. So now I got to see them on their home turf. And little did I know at this point, while the Reds were taking batting practice, but the Brewers would go on to win the game. So that was really fun. I would end up seeing both the Pirates and the Brewers win at home. Unfortunately, around the time of my trip, Vin Scully did pass away, so they paid homage to him on the billboard for the game. And they also had the celebration of the 1982 Brewers Club at this game before first pitch. So a bunch of the guys from the 82 roster were there on the field. Some gave speeches. Very cool opportunity to see a bunch of Brewers and Major League Baseball legends on the field before the game began. So this is the starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. This is the starting line that they rolled out, getting ready to take on Milwaukee. Eric Lauer got the ball for the home team, going 7 strong innings, only allowing 1 earned run off 6 hits, striking out 4 and walking 3. That was his 8th win of the season. He extended his win-loss record to 8-3. And then you had Robert Duggar on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds. He surrendered 5 earned runs over 4 hits and 4 innings pitched. During his start, he also struck out 2 batters, walked 4, and allowed 2 home runs. Now it was time for the Milwaukee Brewers lineup. They had a really cool hype-up video, got the crowd on their feet and cheering, ready to go. At this point now, we're getting very close to the start of the game. First pitch is just minutes away. They play the hype-up video, and then they introduce the starting 9 for the home Milwaukee Brewers this evening. And for this game against the Reds on August 5th, it was Christian Yelich leading things off in left field. Willie Adames hit second at shortstop. Rowdy Tellez batting third at first base, followed up by Andrew McCutchen. He was hitting cleanup as your designated hitter. Colton Wong over at second base, number 16, bat fifth. Hunter Renfroe, who I almost met pregame, was starting in right field, followed by Luis Urias at third base. Victor Caratini behind home plate. And then Tyrone Taylor getting the start in center field. Eric Lauer was, once again, the starting pitcher. And then the Brewers introduced, of course, the coaches for the club. Introductions were over, and now it is time to play ball. The first pitch from Eric Lauer to Jonathan India to start the game is in there for a strike. And now, of course, everyone is going crazy as Christian Yelich is running in from left field. Who wouldn't? He was my personal favorite. He was on the back of my shirt jersey that game. Gotta love Christian Yelich, the former NL MVP. And what was also really cool is that with these seats that I had, I was up close and personal, kind of, with the one and only Angel Hernandez. There he was at first base, warming up, getting ready for the game. Angel Hernandez, an infamous Major League Baseball umpire, maybe known for not some of the best calls in the game in recent years. But hey, it's cool to see him up close. And then now it was time for the sausage race. Let me tell you, I went to Milwaukee and I had to eat good. And I definitely did. I got a bratwurst. It was delicious. Every stadium I went to over the course of this trip, I got a souvenir soda and a souvenir ice cream helmet. But hey, you cannot go wrong with the food at AmFam, let me tell you. Delicious. I'd go back again just for the food, to be completely honest with you. This was really cool, though. This is very similar to like the President's Race that they have in Washington, D.C. for the Nationals. just a cool little promotion that some stadiums do. Then you have like Race Mr. Freeze, I believe down in Atlanta they still do that. So this is cool, entertaining. The Polish Sausage did win the race, and not only did he win, but I witnessed history. He broke the record for 16.70 seconds. And of course, here are the statues of the guys who were just in the race that you can see at the ballpark. Now, the big thing in Milwaukee is that Bernie Brewer slides down the slide out there in left field, as you can see in frame with this video, every time a Milwaukee Brewer hits a home run at home. Now, of course, 2 home runs were hit at this game. And where was I? Not in my seat for either of them. So I did miss it. I think I remember like crouching down, looking through from the concourse to see him slide down. But throughout the course of the game, Rowdy Tellez hit his 22nd home run of the season back in the first inning off of Duggar. There was 1 runner on at the time, so a 2-run home run. And then Tyrone Taylor went yard for the 12th time of the season for himself. That was also off of Duggar in the second inning. That was a 3-run home run, and that accounted for all of the runs scored in the second inning. So the first inning, a 2-run shot from Rowdy Tellez, and then the second inning, a 3-run home run for Taylor. Those were the only 5 runs that scored for Milwaukee that night. Came in the first 2 innings of play, and then here they go. They close out the game with a win. Devin Williams got the save. So unlike 2 nights ago when I saw him play in Pittsburgh, and he definitely didn't get the save, Brian Reynolds walked them off, he does come in clutch for Milwaukee this game, his 7th save of the season. He had 2/3 of an innings pitched, struck out both guys, and brought his ERA down to 1.74 on the year. Here's everyone coming in, they're high-fiving, they're celebrating. Game over, a job well done, the Brewers win it, and it was a fun experience. I did like AmFam. It was the second of 4 stadiums I was going to on this trip, so it marked the halfway point for my Major League Baseball stadium tour over the summer. But I did really enjoy it. The food was great. It was a very fun ball game. 5-1, the Brewers win, and I got to check it off the list for my Major League Baseball stadium tour.